Let's see, let's see. 11 years old na yung account ko. Wow! 11 years. That's amazing. Grabe sa 11 years. And now we are starting our tournament for the day, guys. Blader Haseoikatami going into the pandemonium, fighting off the Demon Knights for this run. And now 29 minutes and 30 seconds papunta na siya sa archers. Now this is actually pretty fast, but the question is kung kaya niya ba matapos itong archers in a snap of a finger, kasi itong archers na to, you can't really do much AoE damage for multiple heroes at once or multiple mobs at once for this specific platform, because medyo malayo-layo yung archers natin. No? So tingnan natin kung ano nga ba ang strategy ng ating player or participant for the day, which is Haseoikatami, and let's see kung medyo papalag-palag na naman siya sa mga archers natin for the day. And now they're going. How many more archers left? We have 2, 4, 6, 8 archers left for this platform. And tingnan nga natin kung magiging successful ba siya na maghanap, na maglure ng mga archers in a single location to deal massive AoE damage. And now let's see kung ano nga gagawin niya. We have 4 archers remaining. And this is actually going to be very interesting. Itong archer na to is actually a very smart location for him to go first rather than to go for the others, because these two are grouped up together, and with AoE damage coming in from the BM3, this is actually a very good play. And now he is proceeding into the last 2 archers into this game with a 28 minutes 14 seconds remaining. I think what would happen right now is that a Blader has an advantage later on into this game. Okay? Mas magkakaroon siya ng advantage later on to this game because he has intuition, he has buffs that would help him deal more damage and evade almost all the attacks from the last boss. So this is gonna be a very interesting game for today. Shout out to everyone who is watching right now. Thank you very much for supporting the stream for the day. And if you are new to the stream, please do check our pinned comment because you might just win a giveaway with food, cake, or groceries. You just need to watch the game, man. You just need to watch the stream, and that's about it. Now, let's go back into the game. Ladies and gentlemen, nakaka-excite yung Cabal cake. O, diba? So, ayan. The Blader right now is going for the BM2, going for the slices, going for the claws, and dealing massive amounts of damage with 27 minutes and 15 seconds left. This is actually similar to Force Gunner, but is not as good, because 28 minutes, Force Gunner has finished or halved out the damage output for this specific mob because of its BM2 damage output and AoE damage towards the archers. And now, this is actually a very good play by the Blader because the BM2 of the Bladers will have an advantage against the Force Gunner in terms of single targeted fights. Now, this is a matter of AoE or single target, which would go ahead and which would have an up for this tournament today. And now we are going to proceed to the next step, to the next matchup for the Bladers, and going directly to the left side, Demon Beholder for the next match and to the next proceedings for the dungeon. Baka naman yung cake, kahit mo, yun lang, hindi natin kontrolado yung giveaways, guys. But now, the Blader is now utilizing his BM2. Napakagaling ng utilization ng ating Blader sa pag-utilize ng BM2 dito because he knows that a single target characters are here on the next platforms, diba? And now he is utilizing the aura as well to actually make use and deal off massive amounts of damage. And now he uses the BM3 to get rid of the Corinto that is facing him up against the next step and the next road of the demons. We actually call him Road of the Demons just cause. Diba? Just cause. Wala lang. Because I don't know what you actually call it. And wala naman tayo specific map na makikita natin kung anong location na ba siya, right? So we're just naming it like random stuff. Anyways, going back into the game, knock back yung ating Blader for this tournament, and it looks like it actually got out like 5 seconds of his time. That's actually very, very massive because Haseoikatami is really pushing up the limits, and tinitingnan niya kung paano nga ba niya ito gagawin. With 25 minutes and 7 seconds remaining na wala na ang BMP niya, going to cast off for the BM2. Now, this is massive amounts of damage that's gonna be outputted to Corento, and this would actually make it much faster and much quicker for Haseo to finish this specific boss. But after this one, he is actually gonna have a hard time because the next part is going to be mostly AoE damage centric, because you can't actually decide which is the one demon flying things to kill first, right? Because you need a key mob to kill to actually make out for the next steps of the proceedings. Now, let us go and let's see kung ika-cancel niya nga ba yung BM2 niya, but I don't think so. He's going in, he's going hot, and now he is calling up the Diablo Demon to actually summon this one, and now he has successfully targeted the key mob. Now we are half into this dungeon right now, 24 minutes into the game. Let us see kung paano nga ba niya ito gagawin. Looks like tamang close lang for the Blader for the day with the AoE BM3 is going to play. Now, tingnan natin kung maaga nga ba niya matatapos kaagad yung key mob na hinaharap natin for this one. And I think he did, because lumabas na yung ating Diablo Demon. And after this one, isa na lang, then he can proceed into fighting the boss for this specific road and for the specific part of this dungeon. Wizard best dungeon dyan? Well, it really is debatable, because pag Blader, pwede siyang mag-intuition, pwede niya mag total evasion plus the DPS damage of the single target BM2 of Bladers is actually very huge. Then Force Archer is also on the line, because Force Archer, yung mga AoE damage ng ating Force Archer is actually pretty good as well. Yung BM3 niya that could actually finish off the Diablo Archers early into the game, that could actually give you much more time, because this one, around 2 minutes ata inabot ng ating Blader or more to actually finish off all the Archers, which is very, very interesting, right? I know that Bladers have a good DPS damage, but Force Archers, I think, has a good head of over Bladers and even Force Gunners as well. Because earlier into this game, we saw a very good and amazing run by the Force Gunner a while ago, wherein she finished the game with like 20 minutes in and 10 minutes and 32 seconds remaining on the clock. So now we are seeing the Blader receiving a lot of damage from the Manicore plus the Diablo Demons and the mobs surrounding him. And now let's see if he would die on this specific part of this game, because the past and previous Bladers that have been playing this dungeon Blitz solo has been dying constantly. So now let's see if he is going to overcome this struggle and obstacle that he needs to overcome to get more items, to get more time on his hands to utilize on this specific event. So go, let's go, guys. Let's see kung paano nga ba niya gagawin to. And it looks like mukha nga siyang nabatay, but easy Force Gem Resurrection, and now it's time for him to make a play to kill off the Manticore. And now let's actually see the health of Manticore. Never mind, he actually died in an instant, and now the Blader has the opportunity to go into the warp, go in, and finish the game in an instant. And now we are waiting, and now we are here to be summoned for the Hell Demons. And now the Blader has a very, very huge advantage if he actually makes this half health and goes in to the road with a BM2. This would have been an easy run. And after this one would be the King of Hell Nyx. And that is the last part of this map. That is the last part of this dungeon. And it would be very, very crucial if he actually gets more than 10 minutes into his time clock. And that would have been very great and would potentially be the potential of a champion for this specific tournament. Let me clarify, guys. Let me clarify, chat. Wait now, let me clarify. Para at least clear sa lahat, diba? Para clear sa lahat. Because I'm not sure if siya yung... If si... Haseo yung nag-build ng ng dungeon. So, let me just clarify sa team natin. Okay? Chill out, chat. Chill out. Tanungin lang natin. Because I'm not sure if it's just the perspective of the GMs na level 0. Level 2, level 2 daw, guys. Level 2 siya. It's the perspective of the GMs. Yun yung nakikita natin, which is level 0. But in reality, the dungeon is level 2. So just to clear things off, level 2 po yung dungeon and it's not level 0. It's just the perspective of the viewer and it's just the perspective of the GM, kaya siya level 0 na nakikita natin sa stream. Alright? So ayan, mga yung blader natin medyo napapahirapan dito and killing off the commander of Hell Demons. Just to be clear for everyone, guys. Like Belbet, Longnai, ayan, just to be clear. So you have 19 minutes on the clock. If he actually defeats Commander of Hell Demons within the next few minutes, he could potentially overcome the 10 minutes that was stand off by the Force Gunner a while ago with 10 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock. Tingnan nga natin yung buhay naman ng ating Commander of Hell Demons. Hopefully makita natin yung health. Ayan, 1-8 HP remaining, and I really think this blader right now, this run, would be a potential champion run. But we would see and we would wait kung ano nga ba ang magiging results ng next participants natin for today. Thank you for the clarifying. No problem. And now it is the King of Felnics. If he finishes this within 5 minutes, this is over. Right? This is over. He has accomplished in defeating the previous champion time, which is 10 minutes. And would potentially be a very, very hard time to accomplish. Now, this thing would be defeated potentially less than even 5 minutes because it is Blader that we're talking about. It is Blader that has BM2, that has claws in the game, which is probably the most DPS damage in a single target character and a mob. So this is going to be very, very interesting for the game. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting because this specific participant 7 minutes into the game and he is already fighting the King of Felnics. The problem with the first gunner a while ago, if only he had much more defensive capabilities, I think he could top all this off with a bang. But the problem is he doesn't. And now the Blader is going in with a huge dominant gameplay with 7 minutes into the game, half health remaining for the King of Felnics. Dapat kasali si DK at Porky. Well, let's see. I don't think they're in the game though. So tingnan natin, guys. So 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Half health remaining for the King of Felnics. We are seeing a new dawn of a new timestamp. The timestamp that is potentially the champion for this tournament. Alright, what happened? Na-knockback siya or namatay siya. Those are the two instances na nangyari. I think he actually died for some reason. But mukhang nabuhay na naman siya. And I think he has a lot more time in his hands to actually be free-flowing. But every second counts. Every minute counts for this tournament for today. Kasi pabilisan nga naman yung ating tournament. 16 minutes and 45 seconds remaining with 1/3 HP remaining for the King of Felnics. There's actually a huge potential na 16 minutes tapos na siya. Because right now, 1-8 na lang yung HP niya natitira and he still has 30 seconds before he hits up 16-minute mark. And this is actually a very interesting run. Sana kasala si Pogi TQ dyan, mama. Tingnan natin. We have 15 seconds remaining for the dungeon to have reached 16 minutes. And I think this may potentially be a champion run with 16 minutes and 11 seconds into the